Hello, everyone. I'm Kiana Glover, the host of the Administrate podcast. Today, I have with me Miss Latanya Stanley, who serves as the chief of staff here at the Embassy Church. How are you doing today?
I am good, Miss Kiana.
Good.
How are you?
I'm doing well. Glad to have you here. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, ma'am.
On your podcast.
All right. So my first question. So we made this clear on the last podcast that I'm already registered. I'm going to be here for the Administrate Summit, okay? But I know sometimes people need something like a review or a little bit of a testimonial before they purchase or buy into something. So I know last summer you were a presenter and you were an attendee. So can you just speak a little bit about what you gained from it?
Yes, I can say from both aspects, I gained a wealth of knowledge. From the speaker's aspect, I gained the courage and the confidence to be able to speak to different avenues and different audiences, but also based off the knowledge that I had that I was presenting on, I was able to dissect and show how I need to present it to everyone that was in the audience based off how they learn, as well as from a attendee standpoint. I've had the privilege of attending all the Administrate Summits, and I can say that I've been able to take back knowledge of how to structure my business, how to work with teams, how to plan, how to strategically set my calendar even greater from each Administrate summit that we've had. So we've had 3 so far.
Okay, cool. So it just sounds like you just get a multitude of things.
Yes.
I kind of think of it like, when you go to Target or the grocery store, period, and you go for one thing, and then you end up with a buggy full of
things. Yes, that's it. Administrate Summit, you come with your cart empty, and you will leave with a full cart by the time you leave.
Yes. Thank God for that. All righty. So our next question is, so I know that you wear many hats. You are a Jill of all trades. I know both in the kingdom and in the marketplace. Marketplace-wise, I know that you are a real estate agent and you do a little bit of teaching as well. So just in your professional life, how do you use different digital avenues and how do you foresee a summit like this helping you to advance that?
That is a great question because I believe all professions can use digital marketing and digital ministry in some fashion. I consider myself to be a Canva guru because I believe that I can go in Canva and allows me to create. That is a digital aspect that I know I love to use. I also use social media to be able to market my business, to be able to find other people to follow me so that I can get business. I'm a big TikToker.
Okay.
So even from that digital aspect, you have to know how to maneuver around TikTok.
Yeah.
But even from that, it gives you the ability to connect with people all over the world within seconds for something that you wouldn't be able to do off pen and paper. As well as YouTube, I'm trying to tap more into that market. So I'm excited about Administrate Summit so that I can hear different avenues of digital that will help me in my day-to-day world.
Right. I got to come talk to you because I'm like kind of starting to get into Canva a little bit too.
Oh, I love Canva.
So I got to come see the guru.
Yes, come see me. I can navigate Canva very well. Yes.
Yes, all the gifts we got in the house. Like I told y'all, Jill of many trades. Latanya does it all. All righty. And then just my last question for you. If you could give someone watching this podcast right now a piece of advice about how important it is to invest in an opportunity like the Administrate Summit, what would you say?
I would say definitely, guys, invest in conferences. One thing I do know is that someone can give you the knowledge, but they cannot give you the drive. And if it's your business, regardless if it's your business or you're working on someone else's job, whatever your profession is, there's a conference that's out there for you. But what I have learned is that the Administrate Summit conference is able to touch every profession, regardless if you're a hairstylist, you're a real estate agent, you're a teacher, regardless of what that is, whether it's ministry or marketplace, the Administrate Summit was set up to be able to help both sides. And another thing that I can say is Apostle Law has always put in front of us dynamic speakers. With him setting up the Kenneth K. Law Life and Leadership, it has been a blessing to my life. I know we have Akintunde coming in. We have Pastor Tucker coming in. We have Dr. LaWanda Reagan Law coming in. We have John Young, and as well as we have Dr. Kenneth K. Law that are going to be speakers. Each one of them is going to bring a wealth of knowledge from each industry that they've touched throughout their lives, and you do not want to miss it. Administrate Summit 2023 is focusing on digital this year. Each year we focus on something different, but this year it's about digital and the way that we are moving now in the world. You have to be able to tap into different things quickly, more efficiently, and accurately. And the digital world is where you'll be able to do it. I can go right now on ChatGPT and write an ebook just that quick. That is the digital market that we're going into. So this is something you don't want to miss. The investment is only $107. $107 for 2 days of action-packed information that you're going to receive. If you cannot come inside the house, $77, and you can still tap into it virtually. With that, if you are tapping into it virtually, because of the digital aspect, you will have the ability to interact live with everyone that is inside of the conference. That's the beauty of digital. If you come in the house, that is something that you're going to learn how to do. You'll be able to take it back to your individual churches, your businesses, and be able to instill that into the leaders that you cover so that they can tap into a multiple market as well. So Administrate Summit is this Friday and Saturday, October 13th and 14th here at the Embassy Church. You do not want to miss it.
You sure don't. You want to be in the room because I'm going to be there. LaTanya going to be there.
I'll be here.
And all the knowledge going to be in the room. Chief Stanley talked a little bit about our speakers that'll be here. On the first episode of the Administrate podcast, Apostle Law kind of went down. So if you want a little bit of a more in-depth description about what these different presenters will be offering and what they'll be talking about at the summit, please go back to our Administrate podcast episode 1 for that. And I think that's all I have for you today, Chief Stanley. Thank you so much for your time and for being here.
Thank you for having me. Y'all go register for Administrate Summit 2023. For the next few months, you will hear us say invest in conferences because the more knowledge you have, the more power you have. And if you have knowledge, you have the ability to create as well as to build. So knowledge is power. Invest in conferences, pay the money, get the knowledge, take your cart inside and let it be filled.
Yes. Fill it up to the
invest
top.
in conferences. We look forward to seeing all of you at Administrate Summit 2023, whether in-house or virtually. You'll still be able to interact with each and every one of us, and we promise to deliver an excellent product. Thank y'all.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Have a good one.